What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 28 of this Kansas City Royals Position Player Road to the Show series. As you can see, we are going to be taking on the Reno Aces this time around. They are the AAA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. So we are going to be facing some decent pitching, as the Diamondbacks always host decent pitchers and position players, so it's going to be a tough series as we look to battle back to 500 in this game, in this series. I have conceded that for the most part the division is out of reach. As you can see, very briefly, my 3 games with Tacoma were relatively successful. I mean, it wasn't unsuccessful, but it wasn't, star-dazzling numbers that I might want it to be. But, I'm batting .543 with 19 homers and 39 RBIs. I really can't complain too much about it. And I have an RBI opportunity right here, first at bat with 2 down and a runner on third. And I missed badly with that fastball low and away. But yeah, welcome to day 3 of Blitz Week as we try to... Wow. Okay. As we just try to get through the minor leagues at this point as quickly as possible and play for the Royals, as I bounce that one to the shortstop, who will easily throw me out. Like I said, halfway decent pitchers so far. Maybe it's just because I am not accustomed to playing like I have been the last couple of days, which was mediocre. I wouldn't say mediocre because I was getting the base hits that I wanted, just not the results to go along with it, with us losing a few games and whatnot. Also trying out some new equipment. It's overall just... It's a learning curve, as you probably saw in the last 2 videos. The audio wasn't the greatest, but when learning new equipment, it's always difficult to see where the peak performance of it is. As that one's a nice little base hit, scoring 1 and scoring another one as he just gets inside for a 2-run single in the 3rd inning. So bumping up my RBI totals is always good, and my buddy Jorge Bonifacio looking to do this exact same thing. Come on, buddy.
Hold it right there.
As you can see, I don't know if you really notice a difference, but I am wearing glasses today. Just decided to give my eyes a little bit of a break. But, it really shouldn't bother me too much. I'm just not used to playing with glasses on, and that's really what it is. I normally have my contacts when I play this game, and it's weird to have something else. But as you can see, not affecting me too much, as that one's going to get to the wall. And as I try for 2, get there sliding in on my belly. So, like I said, it doesn't affect me too much. It just takes a little bit of time. Having one more thing that I have to adjust as I go along with the game. As you all know by now, I love to touch my hat and all that stuff, but now adding the glasses is just one more thing that absolutely don't need to be doing. But it is what it is, as that one is hit well, and with 2 outs I'm going to be running regardless, and that one is long and it's off the wall. I score very easily up because of it, and we now lead 3-0 in the top of the 5th. So we are all good here. Now it's 4-0 in the 7th. That one is hit long, But with this is one big ballpark, I'll tell you what. 421 to dead center. And I think it's like 380 to the corners. That's a really big ballpark. So I'm really going to have to get a hold of one if I want to knock it out of the park here as I make the catch. And hopefully that will do it. Nope. Top of the ninth, nobody on, nobody out. Facing a left-handed pitcher now. Hit down the line, just foul. Just a little bit late on that one. And then I overcorrect and I'm way early on that one. Okay. Interesting. To say the least, interesting. That one is hit well and gets by both the third baseman and shortstop. So 3 singles in this one. Or, I'm sorry, 2 singles and a double in this one. As I might try to take a lead here. Yeah, I'm going to try to steal. Swing and a miss for 1 out. And I finally get a stolen base. Oh my lordy. First one in AAA. 4th overall. Again, I'm not too concerned about my base stealing because I'm more of a power hitter. But it's nice to show that I can run a little bit. Now watch, every time now they're going to be trying to throw me out. And again, I was able to stay out of the double play, which is the biggest thing with that. Because that could have ended our rally prematurely. As it ends up not mattering all that much with a 4-0 lead, and we win the game. All around good things. 3 for 5 in that first one. Not terrible at all. But going into this series, I can definitely see the Diamondbacks spray pattern with the aces now. Didn't notice that in the first game. So I love how the teams integrate their major league parent club, as I'm trying to go for 2 and I will be in. No, I will not. I'll be thrown out. But I get a run in, and now we lead 4-0. Okay. So that started a 4-run inning for us. And they're looking to come back with a 4-run themselves, but second baseman has it easily. The Reno Aces. Always liked that nickname. As soon as I learned what minor league baseball was, I always look at the nicknames and that type of stuff, and always interests me to what it is, or what some people think a good nickname is. And it's simple, it gets to the point. You're in Reno, Nevada, right outside the Las Vegas Strip. Aces. Easy. In Omaha, Nebraska, you have a lot of tornadoes, storm chasers, hotbed form. Makes sense. And then you have the teams like the Iowa Cubs and, you know, all those teams that just take their parent club's nickname. And there's nothing wrong with that. It specifies who your parent affiliation is with. And for some people, like a novice like I was, it's a good thing, as that one is hit long. It is hit far. Home run, Omaha, for number 20 on the year, traveling 414 feet, leaving my bat at a whopping 103.9 miles per hour. So, as I said, I really needed to get a hold of one to get it out. I did just that while talking about nicknames. What is happening here? Anyway, it has now turned into another laugher. 8-0 as I hooked that one very much foul. And this one, it's just starting to get away. And that's unfortunate, as that one is hit long, but right to the outfielder, and it's 362 to the left, to the right side. So, like I said, a deep park, but that 362 does bring me hope if I can get one down the right field line enough, as that one is hit sharply, but I'm there in time. That could have been big trouble for this one, and they do score 2 runs, so they did close it up a little bit, but unfortunately not going to be enough tonight unless our pitchers just absolutely just collapse and give up 7 in the bottom of the 9th. As again, I just foul it off, that's all I do. That's all I'm known to do. That one is hit to the right fielder on the ground, so 4 for 5 in this one, after going 3 for 5 in the previous game. Not bad at all. And it's just nice to see us continue this
Alright, he's up. You're up.
assertion as we take what I'm assuming is going to be 2 out of 3. Or break us back to 500 as we do win the game, and we are at 56 up and 56 down. Are they going to really send me out? No, okay. Weird, you know. I've been playing every day for them, and sometimes they want to just give me a break, which I appreciate it. But I don't really want it when I'm hitting this well. So the first at bat for game 3 is hit well. It is hit far. It is gone! Had to wait for the last second, but it is an Omaha home run just over the fence. And at 99.2 miles per hour for home run number 21 on the season. Starting to really mash the ball now with over 40 home runs on the year in just AA and AAA alone. So really showing off the power for the Royals to possibly see, you know, and at this point, yeah, I would like to be called up in August, but I'm also realistic, and if the Royals are winning the division without me, maybe it's best that I just stay down here until the September call-ups happen, and I can help them in September and hopefully earn a playoff roster invitation. But at the moment, I'm still trying to get onto the roster before September, because you never want to be a September call-up, because that's just a tease of what's to come. And then if your team's good, you go back down to fall ball, and you never want to do that. Or you'll go down like to Arizona League or something. And you don't want to do that after you just played in the majors. That one's hit long. It is hooking foul. And just before it gets out of play, the left fielder makes the catch. But we are up 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. So still a lot of baseball left to play in this one. And I don't foul out that much either. I've just started to notice. I normally ground out or pop out, but I don't foul out all that much. So that was interesting that they even attempted to go for it and then to make the catch even more spectacular. I do like the changes that have been made to this road of the show, as that's going to be a nice little sacrifice fly. So not hurting the batting average, driving in a run to extend our lead, always a good thing. As we are now up in the bottom of the fifth, and this one's hit right to me. Don't have to move too much, and plenty of time to make the catch. And this game is just piddling along now. It's unfortunate because it's always fun to play this, and when you're blowing a team out, it's not fun anymore, because now you have to just mash the X button. I almost said A button. We're not playing Nintendo here. Mash the X button just to get through the game, and that's not what you really want when you sit down to play. You want to enjoy the experience, and when it's blowouts like this, it's not very fun. Especially since we just had a blowout game.
Hold up right there.
And there's one out, and not in time for two, because Jorge Bonifacio is fast, and I am not. I have accepted this fact, and that's why I try to at least get a running start to stay out of double plays as much as I can, but that's not going to be a problem here, because that is long. It is gone. Home run, Omaha. And you saw the frustration. The pitcher knew it as soon as it left my bat. I knew it as soon as I left my bat. And the AAA manager is just like, oh, holy crap. We have someone that might get called up here soon. Yes, that is the voice, as it has been a while since I've had to be the manager. Okay, 4 games. I will play all 4. Wondering if they would have given me a day off or not, but no. And again, that's what I like. I like to play. I don't want a day off. You kidding me? It's not who I am. It's not how this is supposed to work. It's not how any of this is supposed to work. Because that one is hit well to the right fielder. He's back, and he has plenty of room to make the catch. But after that long bomb to left field to end the second game, you never know anymore, because I've been able to put good contact on it. That one is hit scorched to right center, and I just missed the play. Center fielder is behind me. We should be able to... No. Cutoff man decides to hold on to it for whatever reason. That ball was just scorched and just out of my reach. I almost had it. I know I did. And unfortunately, we tied this game. The game is tied at 2 in the bottom of the third, or top of the third. We've been the road team this entire time. Why did I think I was all of a sudden the home team? As I fly out to left field. I don't know what just happened there. I honestly don't. My only guess is that I just see the 2 blue screens, not paying attention as it is in my peripheral, and can't get to that one either, and that's just a ground rule double. So just being able to just play the game is all that I'm hoping for, and now we're losing. So it looks like, at least early on, that Reno's going to be able to avoid a 4-game sweep. Let's try to change that, shall we? as I get redemption on this one with making the catch. Again, it is only the third inning, so a lot can happen here. Sorry, again, new equipment, as that one is hit long. That is hit far. Home run, Omaha, to tie the game. So, what I'm curious about, and I'll see it in editing, is, I don't think this will matter too terribly much because this is just a little face cam. But if, yeah, you can. That's the light. Little background information. That's the light I use. Whoops. So all that means is in my next episode I gotta zoom in a little bit more to cut that light out of frame. But it's not a big problem as we're tied up at 5 here.
Way to go. You're here.
Ground ball, advancing the runner to third. Now with only one out, pop fly scores him. Not the best at bat I wanted to do, but you know, we scored 2. That's all that matters, and really, that's all that is supposed to matter in games like this, is just being able to keep the line moving and be able to help your team in any way you can. And I've been able to do that in this series. Not my best night, as you can see. I was 1-4. But everyone has a bad game eventually, and the one hit was a home run to tie it up. And that one, another long and very far home run for us, 10-6, and 2-run shots, a solo shot to tie it, and now a 3-run shot to extend our lead is exactly the way I wanted to close out this series against the Reno Aces. Perfectly. And then just a nice little simple line drive catch in the bottom of the 8th. So I'm really concerned that I'll get called up here shortly, and not for anything bad, because again, the whole point of Blitz Week is to get called up as soon as possible. But, you know, to just stop halfway through Blitz Week is something that I didn't want to have to do with double uploads. But it will be what it will be. In our next episode, we will be taking on the Salt Lake Bees. That's a name. They are 70-44 on the year, while we are at 58 up and 56 down. Again, I have conceded the division. Well, we're only 6 games back. Still going to be a long climb up to get there. We do have, again, 6-game win streak. Let's just quickly check on the parent club before we end up this video. And Kansas City does have a 6-game lead up on the Minnesota Twins. So, to help our team any way that we can, let's check one more thing. Sorry, I know this is going on a little bit longer, but I have to check if I'm qualified now. And I'm not. Again, to qualify minor or as a league leader, the batter must have 3.1 plate appearances per team game played. I'll do the math because, as someone else has said, math is hard to figure out what 3.1 plate appearances means. But that's going to do it in this one. Again, we'll see you in the next episode as we take on the Salt Lake Bees. Until next guy. Wow, I can't even do my outro. Until next time, guys. Peace.